above the hills, and people shall flow unto it.
Now this mountain, in the top of the mountain, that would be exalted above the hills, this is talking about the government of God. And everybody going to have to come up to Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts. Go ahead and read on.
And many nations shall come and say,
Go ahead.
Come, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord,
Go ahead.
and to the house of the God of Jacob.
Uh-huh.
And he will teach us of his ways,
Go ahead.
and we will walk in his paths.
Uh-huh.
For the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
Now the whole world going to be ruled over from Jerusalem. Because that is where the Lord of hosts going to sit at. He's going to sit in that temple in Jerusalem. You understand what I'm saying? Now the whole world going to be ruled from that place. And everybody going to have to come up to Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts. Go ahead and read on.
And he shall judge among many people.
Go ahead.
And rebuke strong nations afar
What
off.
he going to do? He's going to judge among many people, and he's going to rebuke strong nations afar off. Go ahead and read.
And they shall beat their swords into plowshares,
Uh-huh.
and their spears into pruning hooks.
Go ahead.
Nation shall not lift up a sword against nation,
Uh-huh.
neither shall they learn war anymore.
Now we know this is future, don't we? You
That's
understand
right.
what I'm saying? Because what do you see nowadays? Nations fighting everywhere, aren't they?
Yep.
This country's involved in 2 wars and trying to get in another. And you look around, everywhere you look, the nations are fighting, aren't they?
Yep.
But now he said, in this day, nations shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. I ain't got no problem with that. Because I got some grandkids, I would sure hate to see them go off somewhere and get shot up. You understand what I'm telling you?
That's right.
So, but now the Lord said when he returned and established his kingdom on this earth, nation will not learn war against nation anymore. And look at what he said going to be in that day. Go ahead and read that 4th verse.
But they shall sit every man under his vine.
Wait a minute. Didn't we read that over there when we read about Joshua the high priest,
Yep.
the son of Joseph?
That's right.
Didn't we read that? And what time was that talking about then? In the day that the Lord returned and established his kingdom on this earth. And every man shall sit under his vine. Everybody going to have their own little plot, in other words. You know, you ain't got to worry about here, well, this brother poor, he ain't got nowhere to stay. Lord going to fix it so every man going to have his own little plot. I don't see a fault with that. In fact, I want that. You understand what I'm saying? And if you don't want it, then you got a problem. Go ahead and read on.
And under his fig tree.
Every man under his own vine, and every man under his own fig tree. Go ahead and read.
And none shall make them afraid.
Go ahead.
For the mouth of the Lord of hosts have spoken it.
And none going to make them afraid because the mouth of the Lord has spoken it. And if the mouth of the Lord has spoken it, it's going to be. Make no mistake about it. It will not fail. It's like Daniel wrote in the 2nd chapter of Daniel when he wrote about them 4 kingdoms and then wrote about the kingdom of God. And he went on to tell you that when the Lord established that kingdom, it's going to stand forever.
Sure.
That's it.
That's right.
One more place, and then you out of here. Let's go back and deal with this priesthood here, this immortal priesthood with Joshua, the son of Josedek. Let's go back to Zechariah chapter 6 and verse 9. You just dealing with some of the people that's going to be a part of that immortal priesthood. Start reading at Zechariah chapter 6, and we'll pick it up at verse 9. Zechariah 6 and 9. Go ahead and read.
And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying,
Uh-huh.
Take of them of the captivity, even of Heldai,
Go ahead.
of Tobijah, and of Jedediah,
Uh-huh.
which are come from Babylon.
Go ahead.
And call thou the same day, and go into the house of Josiah, the son of Zephaniah.
Uh-huh.
He said, then take silver and gold, and make crowns, and set them upon the head of Joshua.
See what it said, then take crowns, make silver and gold, and take crowns and set them up on the head of Joshua, son of Joseph, the high priest. Go ahead and read.
The son of Joseph, the high priest.
Go ahead.
And speak unto him, saying,
Go ahead.
Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying,
Uh-huh.
Behold, the man whose name is the branch.
Now here we have this branch again, and we know this is Jesus. Go ahead and read.
And he shall grow up out of his place,
Uh-huh.
and he shall build the temple of the Lord.
Now the temple that the Lord is going to dwell in, it will not be built until the Lord returns. Now he said this man whose name is the branch, he's going to grow up out of his place, and he's going to build the temple of the Lord. Go ahead and read on.
Even he shall build the temple of the Lord.
Even he shall build the temple of the Lord. Go ahead and read.
And he shall bear the glory.
Uh-huh.
And shall sit and rule upon his throne.
And he's going to sit and he's going to rule up on his throne. And he's going to be King of kings and Lord of lords. And not only that, he's still going to be priest after the order of Melchizedek as well. But he's going to have other priests, immortals, there with him. Go ahead and read on.
And he shall be priest upon his throne.
Go ahead.
And the council of peace shall be between them both.
Go ahead.
And the crowns shall be to Hilam, and to Tobijah, and to Jedediah, and to Hen, the son of Zephaniah, for a memorial in the temple of the Lord.
So now we know this is all future, isn't it?
That's right.
But now he's talking about, you know, they're going to get these crowns and all of that. And when are they going to, they're dead now. When are they going to get these crowns? At the resurrection.
That's right.
You know, we read about those that was in the first resurrection. They shall be priests of God and of the Lamb. Didn't we read that?
Right.
Go ahead, finish that next verse.
And they that are far off shall come and build in the temple of the Lord.
He said, even those that are far, who are those that are far off that's going to come and that's going to build in the temple of the Lord? It is Israel, because they have been scattered afar off. And when the Lord returns, he's going to gather them. And they too are going to build in the temple of the Lord. Go ahead and finish that verse up.
And ye shall know that the Lord of hosts has sent me unto you.
Go ahead.
And this shall come to pass, if ye would diligently obey the voice of the Lord your God.
So now you got both priesthoods here. You know, you got the mortal priesthood. Then that's going to be made up of Levi, because the Lord understands who Levi is. You understand? We don't know our genealogy, so we don't know if we Levi or Judah or who. But now the Lord knows. And he's going to establish Levi as mortal priest, and then you're going to have this other priesthood as well, made up of immortals. So I thank you, and I hope you've learned something from this lesson.